But currently I increase the base density values on all maps by 50%. And then I reduce the density affixes on maps by 50%. So that the min-max between density rolls is lower, and the inherent density in the map is better. So that you need to reroll less, essentially. Because you'll always get... And you want to do a blue map, right? This is only a 19% density map, for example, right? But, you know, maybe it's got a couple okay mods, and I'm not very geared, and I'm not ready to do yellow maps yet, right? You can still do some of these blue maps, and you'll still get some decent density, right? Like, this is just a blue map with 20% density on it. So it's not a lot of density in terms of the modifier, but there's still a significant amount of density within the map itself. So we've actually finally added descriptions. Previously this was bugged for the materials. So we've finally added descriptions to the orbs, so that new players don't feel like they need to have a filter. Hopefully we're going to go through a couple of them now. So one thing we've done is we've added the ability to filter what difficulty games are on. So hopefully this makes it easier for people to find what difficulty they're looking to engage in at the time. And yeah, we think it's obviously going to be a pretty nice little quality of life feature here. I'm going to put it on loop for a second here. But yeah, so we'll now have difficulty filters in game. Is you will now, instead of typing in a GS, we actually have a UI for it. And you will click a button, and it will automatically remember the button you clicked each time you go new game. So we're phasing out the typing GS in. You can now use the description like you previously could. So if you want to type your description in, you can type in your description. Things we can go through right now real quick is, if you didn't notice there, my clay golems have no cooldown while I'm in town. So all abilities in the game will have no cooldown in town. Clay golems and a lot of these very tanky summons have a very short cooldown to prevent them from being super abusable with bosses, right? But in town they won't, so that you can quickly get your armory going. But to improve the quality of life of iron golems, the team has made it so now if you summon an iron golem, much like before, you get your iron golem, you see their HP, etc. It's an iron golem, right? You can now only have one iron golem. Okay, that's one big difference. You can now have one iron golem. You can only have one iron golem. Now, part of what this does is it allows us to make sure that your iron golem health always shows, because we've now made it so that regular golems will not override an iron golem, and an iron golem will always show independently. It will never be overridden by summoning golems that are not an iron golem, and it will always show its health independently. Alright, chat. Another change we've made is Arctic Blast now causes monsters who die from Arctic Blast to shatter in an ice explosion. So again, here's a low damage. Cast time's also nice, yeah. So the initial cast speed, as you can see, has been reduced, so it's much faster to just cast it. And it now shatters, so. Does the shatter scale? No, it's a fixed radius, like all Novas, basically. But obviously. So we've greatly reduced the delay before you can re-enter a TP. So you'll now be able to get in and out of TPs much faster than previously. Again, this is just kind of like small quality life. But yeah, it's still nice. It's very nice. TP is much quicker than previously.